Hey guys, what's up? It's Connor Mitchell, head whiz of Dragon Rider Network, and we have now gotten through day 2 of CES 2014. We've seen some amazing technologies for the last couple of days, but many of them, and I mean many of them, have been wearable technologies. We have seen dozens upon dozens of companies producing their forms of wearable technology, whether they be glasses or wristwear, and this time we have the company Qualcomm coming forward with their new Qualcomm Toq. This has been quite the smartwatch that has been making its splash at CES 2014. The Toq brings a colorful touchscreen display to your wrist, and like the Pebble, it did not bring over an LCD screen, but rather an energy-efficient Mirasol display, which does wonders for the battery life. We'll get to that in a minute. There, of course, are a handful of apps that are built right into this device, such as weather, stocks, access your calendar, and, of course, play all of your music directly from the watch and control it on your phone. Now, to me, the point of wearing a smartwatch or a device that is basically wearable isn't so that way you have another device telling you when you got a call or when you received a text message. That's what I have a phone for. What I want to do through these devices is I actually want to be able to initiate an action towards one of those notifications. The Toq not only allows you to answer calls coming in on your phone, but it even allows you to initiate calls by using your address book right on the watch, and even allows you to make quick replies to text messages if you were in, say, a meeting. The audio calls that you answer and push out can either be directed to your regular cell phone, or they can be directed to a pair of earbuds that act as Bluetooth that Qualcomm is providing with the smartwatch. Now, like I said earlier, I was going to come back to battery life. Battery life on this thing is no joke. We're talking 5 full days of intense usage, and that means that you won't have to constantly be going to plug this thing in every 5 seconds. In fact, you won't even have to plug in this watch at all. Qualcomm has in fact developed a cradle that uses wireless charging, where you can just set this thing down in the cradle for a few hours, pick it up, and you'll be ready for nearly a week of usage with this thing. In fact, the same cradle works with those earbuds I mentioned earlier. You just set them in, and wires be gone from the Qualcomm Toq. Now, I think it's safe to say that competition isn't really coming from another particular set of smartwatches. Galaxy Gear! Excuse me. So the main hurdle is going to be, how does this smartwatch from Qualcomm compare to the beloved Pebble? Color display? That's pretty awesome. Touchscreen? Super awesome. Wireless charging? That is definitely living in the future. Water resistant? Only if you want to get a new one right after you got the other one wet. It does not do water resistance like the Pebble does. Compatibility? It's compatible with only Android at the time. iOS is still a no-go. Apps? Besides the ones that are built into it? Nope. Weight? Well, the Toq weighs in at about 90 grams, which means not only is it heavier than the 39 grams that the Pebble is, but it's even heavier than the Galaxy Gear's 72 grams. Final take on this? The Qualcomm Toq is definitely one of the dozens upon dozens of watches that are going to come out in 2014 alone that are going to try like crazy to push the watch market forward. And it's really upsetting for me because in every case I would like this to be a better version of the Pebble smartwatch, but unfortunately it just isn't. There are some areas there, such as the water resistance and compatibility with iOS and multiple phones, that are really essential for something in this scenario. And don't get me wrong, for the time being, I think the Pebble smartwatch is an incredible device. I think it fulfills a lot of purposes that needed to be filled right now, and I think it's a great starting point for the wearable technology to sort of make a little bit of a footprint. But here's my problem with the Pebble smartwatch. The Pebble smartwatch is not for people who wish to leave their phone in their pocket or in their backpack while they're doing very, very small things like making calls, sending text messages, or replying to short emails. That's something that we want to leave the phones in our pockets or our backpacks for and not have it be so intrusive. The Pebble Smartwatch, more than anything, is really at this point just a notification center that you get to wear on your wrist. And that's a great thing for a lot of people. But it's not what the majority of the population is looking for, and it's not what wearable technology is meant to be. It's not just supposed to be a notification center, it's supposed to be another form of input for your device. So if the Qualcomm Toq comes in stores, my first thought and my recommendation to you would not be to run out and buy it. But what you can do is this: you can go there, look at the watch, and have just a little bit more hope, knowing that not only are watches moving in the right direction with better input with touchscreens and better displays, but they are moving further and further into a future where watches and other wearable technology will be much more functional and not just a geeky fashion statement. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video of my overview of the Qualcomm Toq Smartwatch. Make sure you keep subscribed to the channel for more tech content like this and way more coverage of CES 2014. Everybody, again, has been doing an incredible job with the videos. I've been so happy that this has actually worked out and has actually turned into something really, really awesome, even though none of us are actually at CES 2014. So anyway guys, remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment, thumbs up, do whatever. Make sure you like all the other videos that we've done for CES 2014 at this point, and I will see you guys in future coverage. Talk to you then.